Yes, so you're with us here live at the Waterhouse Mini Stadium. Welcome again to Mount Pleasant FA TV. It's another exciting clash here in the Jamaica Premier League as Mount Pleasant, your team, seeks to rebound from a surprise 2-1 defeat to Harbour View as we take the national anthem. Okay, so round 25, there you have it. It's the national anthem of Jamaica. It's Molynes, the home team, versus Mount Pleasant, your team. And I'm going to give you the starting lineups right now. Number 55 in goal, D. Donali. Number 22, this is Molynes. J. Brown, number 17. Devontae Davis. Number 5, E. Gordon. Number 19, D. Hutchinson. Number 3, S. Johnson. Number 11, Rashawn Livingston. Number 31, Peter McGregor. Number 40, N. Murray. Number 4, K.T. Thompson. Number 9, T. Wilson. Quickly for the Mount Pleasant team, Shaquan Davis, number 18, goal. Kimoni Bailey, number 12. Shaquille Bradford, number 38. Number 33, Shaquille Dyer. Number 25, Raheem Edwards. Number 13, Alwyn Harvey. Number 2, Gadale Irving. Number 14, Captain Sule Makala. Number 15, Kyle Ming. Number 19, Nicholas Nelson. And number 6, O. Pennycook. So, action underway here as Mount Pleasant, who are at the summit of the table but lost their 12-game winning streak. They were going for 13 straight, but lost 2-1 last week to Harbour View. Mount Pleasant presently on 61 points and in first place. Molynes on 28 points, or 23 points rather, and they are in 11th place as we look at the lineups and the matchup here. So Pennycook, just early in the piece here, just in the first minute of play, Irving goes wide, trying to pick out Nelson, but Molynes intercepts and comes down the right-hand side. Once again, we are at the Waterhouse Mini Stadium as referee Perry indicates that it's a free kick to Molynes. So the fans, especially the Mount Pleasant fans, protesting that call, but referee Perry makes the decision there as this ball now knocked over, headed out by Mount Pleasant, comes as far as to the fence here for a throw-in to be taken. The match officials for today's game. In the middle, we have A. Perry. The first assistant, Stephanie Daly Singh. Second assistant, D. Small. And the fourth official, R. Francis. So, ball headed out now for a throw-in to Mount Pleasant again, Ming to take over on this far side. And Molynes there trying to assert themselves on the ball. So just early peggings here. Molynes, of course, in yellow. Mount Pleasant, they are wearing their change kit. So they are in white as the player tumbles over to the ground there, the Molynes player. And we see a turn there. So Livingston, one of the key players here for the Molynes team. This ball goes all the way over into the right-hand side. Now inside to, looks to be a call for a free kick there, but nothing, says the referee, as Livingston intercepts now and trying to pick out the run of McGregor. Livingston again showing lots of industry here, gets by, plays it now on the outside, McGregor, but Shaquan Davis does well there to thwart any action and any imminent danger that may arise from that situation as he bowls the ball now out to Pennycook. Pennycook to Ming. Back to Davis. And here's a ball now, long upfield, trying to pick out the run of Nelson, but here is, looks to be Edwards on the ball. Plays it inside to Nelson, dispossessed by Gordon. Gordon now, Mount Pleasant recover as Bailey now plays this one inside, but through the legs of Bradford. Never made any contact there, and any contact with the right boot there could have been dangerous for Molynes, but the ball just went through his legs, and Molynes live to fight another day. Here is the turn. Bailey again, ball played across. Pennycook now steps forward. Pennycook could take a shot but tries to flip it over the top, headed out by Molynes. Still Molynes trying to clear their lines here as Harvey plays it over to McCullough. McCullough looks up but he's challenged there and dispossessed. Pocket picked, so to speak. Ball inside now, comes as far as to Murray. Murray came over from Cavalier, Ricochet Murray. Here is Livingston. Can't get it by Ming. So that will be a throw-in to Molynes. So, just in the 3rd minute here of play, as ball inside now, Livingston has seen also the ball. Murray chipped across now by Davis, and easy pickings there for his namesake Shaquan in goal for Mount Pleasant, as we are here at the Jewsland Midi Stadium in Waterhouse, St. Andrew, as Davis now does well, takes it on to McGregor. McGregor goes on the right-hand side, but poor play. Now he takes the shot, and caused some concerns there for Davis. Had to make the save. T. Wilson, the player there. Just a snapshot from outside the area, and Davis had to be alert to it, to parry it around the upright for the first corner kick of the game in the 3rd minute. And Molynes asserting themselves here in the piece. Ball now played inside. Can't beat the man at the first post. What will be the verdict? Referee says one more, another corner. So Gordon would want to get some more elevation on that, at least to beat the man at the first post, as Connor now, he gives a signal. Gordon with a delivery, still can't get it past the first post, but he recovers. Still Gordon. Can he beat Dyer? Chips this one across, and Molynes still in possession. Looks to be Davis, but he can't get by the defenders there for Mount Pleasant, and pushing the back. Referee Perry indicates that's an infringement, and ball now played horizontally, now vertically to Bradford. Bradford back to Ming. Ming will go inside to Dyer. Dyer now all the way across to Irving, but poor pass there, and won't pay for that as Mount Pleasant recover. Now Pennycook boots this one long upfield for the run of Nelson. Nelson gets by the man. Can he get this one inside? Nelson plays it across. He tries to control. Block there. Good block there by the defender. Ming found himself all the way from fullback to the penalty spot. Took the shot, but two defenders were there to block him and keep the score line at 0-0. Didn't mention the coaches, Coach Jeremy and Thomas from Molynes and Theodore Tapper Whitmore from Mount Pleasant, as this one inside to Dyer. Now McCallum goes diagonally, trying to get Bailey going. Bailey plays it off the head but can't get it to a teammate, but the Molynes gives it back to him and he wins a free kick over on the far side. Wins a free kick for his team, Bailey. So yellow card shown early as well for that tackle. The player looks to be number 9, Wilson from Molynes, getting the yellow card there for the challenge on Bailey. And free kick just on the edge of the 18-yard box. And Harvey, the man, given the responsibility to take this. Shapes as if he wants to go for goal. But let's see. Here comes Harvey. Chips this one inside, heads go up, and goal kick. Verdict there. So Denali is on loan from Cavalier to the Molynes team. It's from St. Lucia, based on the information we have here, as Harvey controls on the chest, plays it inside to McCullough, who goes back to Irving. Irving plays it upfield, still trying to probe down this left-hand side, but cut out by Molynes. And throwing taken quickly, comes as far as to Irving, who gets it back to Bailey. Bailey on the line, inside now to Harvey. Harvey to Irving, back to Harvey. Dyer. Pennycook. Ming. Pennycook. Davis. Dyer. Dyer now wants to come across, but he goes square pass to Pennycook. Now forward to Ming, who is under a challenge. And Livingston has really been working hard. Although this call may go against him, really been putting in a good shift thus far for the 5 minutes or so that we have been seeing in this game. He's really been working hard and looks like he's up for it this afternoon as Molynes win the throw. Continue to assert themselves, of course. It's a good test of the confidence level of the Mount Pleasant team, having just lost their first game in 14 to Harbour View, as now this one chip over to Kivoni Bailey, try to get the cross inside, cut out by Molynes, and corner kick. So this is also the first corner for Mount Pleasant. Molynes having 2 corners thus far, and taking his eyes off the ball there, Leng, and concedes a free kick. So this is round 25. Mount Pleasant, as we indicated, 61 points at the top of the table. It's almost, well, less than half of what Mount Pleasant have. 23 points in 11th place on the 14-team table. And some fans close to our commentary position here seeking to get a call from referee as McGregor does well to get Nicochet. Murray cuts it out, plays it back for Thompson, who boots this one long upfield. Comes mid-pitch to Brown, who plays a diagonal ball over on the far side. So here is, and no problems there. Well, it did go out for a corner. Wilson the man again, and he's not hesitating to shoot, not afraid to let loose. As we saw, he forced a save out of Davis. This one was deflected, so the corner kick now. Ball comes across to the back post to Livingston, and that's 1-0. 1-0 here as we see it on the replay. Ball came across all the way to the back post, found himself unmarked, and just side-footed it in the back of the net to give Molynes, yes, you heard correctly, to give Molynes a 1-0 lead here in the 15th minute of play. So at the Jerusalem Mini Stadium, it's Molynes 1, Mount Pleasant 0, courtesy of a goal there by Rashawn Livingston. 1-0, and guess what? Mount Pleasant may be feeling a little pressure, but let's see what they're made of, if they can reassert themselves in this game. But they trail by 1-0 here. He just drifted into an open space there at the back post, and the man couldn't pick him up, and he did well to just control that volley. Side-footed it past Davis. Really scored at the front post. Goalkeeper coach would not be happy with that, but certainly Molynes is, as throw now to Mount Pleasant, who obviously will want to lift up the urgency now as they trail by a goal to nil. Not a familiar position for them. The last game they played, they were trailing by 2 goals to nil in the first half at Harbour View. Couldn't manage to get back 2 goals scored in stoppage time to get a consolation. That match they eventually lost, and lots more time in this fixture, having conceded in the 15th minute of play, to try and get themselves back to winning ways. Here is Pennycook, plays this one across upfield rather, headed out by Thompson. Here comes the ball now with Bailey. Goes all the way back to Dyer. Dyer looks to his left and gets Irving going. Irving now upfield. Bradford can't make the connection, but referee Perry calls back play to a free kick. He's telling the player just to move the ball backwards. So you're just joining us, as you see on the screen. It's 1-0 in favor of Molynes. Just about 17 minutes gone in the piece here, as McGregor now does well to play this one forward. Can't get Davis going, so Dyer gets it back to Kimoni Bailey. Bailey inside to McCullough. So no panic really being shown by Mount Pleasant, just trying to settle down, but give credit to Molynes. They have been hustling, and it's just a matter of keeping up this momentum for the whole game. As Livingston comes again, and what does the referee see here? Yes, it's an infringement and a yellow card for Shaquille Dyer. And guess who? The man, Rashawn Livingston, again scored a goal. And we did say from the beginning of the game that he looked lively, he looked robust, looked like he was up for it. He did deserve a goal based on his industry thus far, and creating some more problems for this Mount Pleasant team as he wins a free kick for his team just about here in the 19th minute of play, going into the 20th minute, and 20 yards from goal, as Free kick now to be taken by Wilson. And poor free kick, poor. He comes on the second attempt that he dragged wide, but the referee said there was a deflection in there. But that was a poor free kick just right at the foot of the wall. Maybe expected them to jump and wanted to go under, but never worked there, Wilson. And having scored from a corner, Molynes will fancy themselves to take a 2-0 lead. And Harbour View being lower in the table than them, obviously may give them some inspiration to think that they could edge ahead even further if they could get a goal. Here is the man, Wilson, but that's one played as far as Nelson for the run. And Nelson now tries to get the ball upfield. And goalkeeper Denali shouldn't have any challenges there. And he doesn't. So we're in Kingston. We're at the Jewsland Mini Stadium for this game. This is the home patch of Waterhouse FC, who play a little later. But this is the first game, and we are looking at the league leaders on 61 points. The live table would say they are trailing to Molynes, who would be on 26 points if this result holds. But quite a long way to go in this game before we can talk about a result. Pushing the back there, referee says no, as ball now comes inside. Bakala just checking with referee Perry. He asks him to halt. Player down for Molynes. As we continue the action now, ball comes across with Nicholas Nelson. Comes back to Irving. Can Irving get across inside? Good shape on the cross! Bradford! 1-1 here. We did say the cross looked good. As we see it on the replay, Nelson plays it back to Irving, had some time, controlled, picked his spot, played it across in the penalty area. Bradford came across the shoulder of the defender and a glancing header into the back of the net. And 1-1 here. So the leaders have roared back to get themselves level at 1-1 here in the 28th minute of play. It's Molynes 1, Mount Pleasant Football Academy 1. Here is ball played out now by Livingston. So just about 13 minutes that lead was sustained for, and Mount Pleasant have found a goal earlier than they would have in the Harbour View game, as the goalkeeper is signaling that he needs some help, and the referee now obliges as we continue the action here at the Jewsland Mini Stadium. So 1-1 the score, as you see on the screen, as the ball now is with Ming. Comes back to Pennycook. Pennycook can go across to McCullough. He does. McCullough looks inside the box for a run, chips it now. Ball comes off the head here of Harvey. Comes now as far as to Tremoli Bailey to make it 2-1. So Mount Pleasant not wasting any time to get ahead in this fixture, having gone down 1-0. And the replay will come to tell us exactly in slow motion what happened. McCullough, though, looked for the run inside, chipped the ball across. Harvey looked to be taking evasive action. It came off his shoulder. Fortunately to Bailey, who first touch was good, second touch was even better. And guess what? Mount Pleasant have taken the lead here in the 35th minute of play. It's Molynes 1, Mount Pleasant 2. And the narrative has changed. The leaders are leading in this contest as we see them hungry for more. So that lead short-lived. Really short-lived. Bailey, the man, always in and around the goals. He's one for the spectacular, but just did enough to get some space on the ball, offside here. Ming right in front of referee or assistant referee, and he makes the call. Referee Small, as 3 goals already in this first half. So 1 for the neutrals as ball now inside, played it across, headed out by Murray. Comes as far as Harvey, who wants to take it one time. Not bad. Not bad, the attempt there. The idea was good, but needed some more accuracy on that. But showing the intent that all the members of this team clearly have an eye for goal, as we see the ball now played across. Molynes really been pegged back since that opening goal, and Mount Pleasant maybe just going into another gear after recognizing that they could be, after 13 straight wins, they could be heading to 2 straight defeats, and they have quickly reconciled the score here. Here's Bradford inside, finds Edwards. Edwards comes across to Nelson. Nelson chips it inside. Player now tries again. Guess who? Bailey wanted to go for the spectacular. Could have controlled that, had some time, but just wanted to score on the volley, and didn't come off for him, as Molynes now try to counter over on the far side. She looks to be Davis. It ball comes, but cut out. And Bailey, the goal scorer, well, one of the goal scorers now will come to Harvey, who gives Irving, who advances up the field. Ball now chipped over the top. It's with Nelson. Nelson. Still Nelson on the ball. Plays it inside, trying to find a teammate, but McGregor says thank you very much from Molynes. Here's McGregor, but 4 defenders against McCullough. Not favored to win, and did not win that battle. And Mount Pleasant will stroll out with possession now, as it comes as far as to Kimoni Bailey. Here's Kimoni Bailey rather. Inside to Harvey, back to Bailey. Can he get the ball here? Yes, inside now to Bradford. Pushed off the ball there. Is this a penalty? Yes, says referee Perry. Bradford went inside. The player left the ball, and we're going to see it on the replay here. Yeah, he just left the ball and just barged into the back of Bradford. Once again, another shot of it, and that's a stonewall penalty. Clear penalty there. Mount Pleasant from 12 yards have the opportunity to make it 3-1. Nicholas Nelson, the man who is queuing up to potentially put his team 2 goals ahead, as we await the whistle of Perry. Here comes Nelson, stutters and plays the ball into the back of the net, sends the goalkeeper the wrong way, and sends the score line the right way for Mount Pleasant, as it is now Molynes 1, Mount Pleasant Football Academy 3. And Nicholas Nelson, the former Molynes man, he left. He was transferred from Molynes to Mount Pleasant. So he's scoring against his former employers here. And in the just calm and collected there, knocked it to the far side. And goal number 3 for Mount Pleasant, as Molynes have to dig themselves out of a hole here to get some parity in this game. So action continues with the Molynes team trying to reassert themselves. They are down by 2 goals, took the lead in the game, looked positive, but always wondered how long that could be maintained. They were really running hard at the Mount Pleasant team, winning the duels and so on. As his ball is headed inside, Peter McGregor seemed to be pushed off, but McCullough now barges through the back of the player. Perry says penalty. Perry says penalty. It's a penalty to Molynes on the heels of the penalty which was just awarded to Mount Pleasant. Pushed in the back there. Yes, the player Davis. And when he felt the touch, didn't need a second invitation to go down. He was maybe going down already, and McCullough just helped him to the turf. And guess what? Molynes have the opportunity here to cut the lead. And Peter McGregor is the man charged with the responsibility of getting Molynes closer to Mount Pleasant and placed away to the right of Shaquan Davis. No chance there. Good penalty. Molynes now 2. Mount Pleasant 3. What a match we are having here. And we are still in the first half, people. As we see the replay, McGregor, the man, stepped up confidently. 42nd minute. Just 3 minutes left to the halftime whistle. And he knocks it to the right of Shaquan Davis. Power, placement, accuracy. 2 goals now for Molynes. And 5 goals in this first half already. Molynes United 2. Mount Pleasant Football Academy 3. Peter McGregor, the latest to ink his name on the score sheet as we look towards half-time. And the referee just indicated to the fourth official just about 3 minutes to be played additionally as we head into the halftime break. With the news that 5 goals have already been scored. So you wouldn't want to miss the second half if the first half is anything to go by. As this one now is knocked inside to Irving, plays it inside, can't beat the run of Brown. Brown now will come across to trying to get Bradford going. Yes, Bradford does well, but just a little too much on the control there. Gets to Livingston as he boots this ball now long. But should be Irving is the winner here, and he is. This one now played upfield inside to Nelson. Nelson now tries to settle proceedings to McCullough over the top and finds Bradford. Bradford now wants to cut it inside, but cut out there by Thompson. And Molynes regain possession midway their own half. Comes with a diagonal ball looking for the run of Livingston. Can Livingston get there before Ming? No. And could be a corner, but referee says free kick. Referee Perry. And nothing doing there in terms of a corner, but rather a free kick to Mount Pleasant as we approach the halftime whistle here. Mount Pleasant in white with the blue just across the shoulders, playing against Molynes here in yellow. Mount Pleasant in their change kit, traveling on the road today, being hosted at the Jules Mini Stadium by Molynes, as throwing now to Molynes. Referee Perry looks at his watch. Any minute now we may be getting this halftime whistle. Players can go in, get refreshed. Molynes can take a lot from this first half, but Mount Pleasant did well to reassert themselves based on their position in the league, and maybe wouldn't want to have conceded that second goal, but headed out now by Harvey. Comes down this right-hand side, can't keep it in play. Molynes, and throwing now to Mount Pleasant. So inside, he's asking for a call. Referee says no. McCullough now plays it up the line inside to Nelson. Nelson tries to play one time to Edwards. Doesn't work. But Nelson again does well. Referee says infringement. Ball comes now. Still Molynes trying to go into the half level. And one more goal can do that as the ball runs now into the box. Davis tried to keep it in play. Didn't. And this is now a free kick or a corner to Molynes, as could be the last action of the half. And what a time. This is the exact spot from which Livingston got the first goal. And the ball comes again towards the back post, but this time too deep. He does keep it in play, but not in a position to threaten the goal. So he goes across to Wilson. Now he goes for a high deflection again. So Molynes racking up the corner stats here. And so close to half time. would be a great thing for them to get another goal here as confirmation that we are close to the final whistle. Just 1 minute put up here by the fourth official. Here is the ball inside, and Shaquan Davis just punches that one out, and Nelson can run upfield but tries to play the ball for Bradford, and now played long upfield. Here is Molynes, turns, Murray goes across and should be handled there, and did. Looks to be the man. Irving just shielding that one outside as we approach the half-time whistle here at the Jerusalem Mini Stadium. Round 25 action. It's Molynes versus, and this is the ball inside to Peter McGregor. Can he turn? Blocked out well by the defenders, but still Davis now off the left boot, but tame in the end. Not enough there to trouble Shaquan Davis. Chose this one waywardly to Livingston as Harvey now boots this one upfield, trying to get the run of the Kimoni Bailey, who Thompson now will shield him, and Thompson still trying to protect the ball, but Andy wins the throw for his team. So, good game here thus far, especially for the neutrals. 5 goals in a first half, and 45 minutes of football still left to play. And referee awards a free kick. And fans in the stands just telling the referee how well he's admired in some very colorful words here. And some people would say not fit for airplay, as Irving now plays this one upfield. Can't get by Thompson. Comes back to Edwards. Now Shaquille Bradford. Can he do something before the second half, before the first half ends? No. And Molynes, here comes the header out. So Molynes trying to keep, at least not to concede another goal before half time, as Bailey now plays this one for the run of Ming, but Ming can't connect, and Ming does well to just retreat, as we see some fans just coming in. 2 games here today, and that is the halftime whistle. So referee Perry has seen enough for the first half, where Mount Pleasant, they lead by 3 goals to 2. Goals came from the boot of Rashawn Livingston, equalizer from Shaquille Bradford. Kimoni Bailey gave Mount Pleasant the go-ahead goal. Then Nicholas Nelson from the penalty spot, and Peter McGregor also from the penalty spot for 3-2 as we begin the second half here, with the news that Mount Pleasant are leading this contest by 3 goals to 2. So second half action here. As you're joining us, in case you're just joining us, it's the Mount Pleasant FA TV. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, click that notification bell so you can get the notification when anything is posted on this channel. This is your place for all things Mount Pleasant in the YouTube space. And look, stay tuned for many more exciting features as we come to the early stages of this, the second half, where Mount Pleasant just leading. If this were a final score, the jargon would be that they clipped Molynes. So at the minute, they're just clipping Molynes by 3 goals to 2. Molynes know that they're just a goal off, while Mount Pleasant would want some daylight between them and the team. So heads clash here in the center of the park, and the medics called into action. So head injury is not treated lightly in the grander scheme of things. So both players being checked on. Still trying to confirm the player down for Mount Pleasant. Could be Bailey. But we will confirm for you. Yes. So Bailey, the man down. And Perry wants to restart the action here as Molynes line up a substitution. Well, just both players who came off rather, getting ready to enter back the field of play as players just getting back into the groove of the second half. No doubt Jermaine Thomas would have told his team, you scored 2 goals, which means that you can score again. So just try to get another goal and you're back in it. Tapa would have been equally telling the team that the ability or the opportunities are there to put some daylight between us and this team, but more importantly, not to concede another goal. And powerful coaching staff there, some of the best in the business, as you see them on the bench, likes of Ferguson and Lamar there, as 2 other players go down. Again, Andrew Sewell, the goalkeeper coach, as good support staff for Tapa Whitmore, as we said, national coaches in the setup there. Lamar Morgan, the physio, as we see ball now played back to Dyer. Comes across to Bradford. Can't beat the first defender. And Edwards hasn't scored in a while. 5-game goal scoring streak, but still the preferred number 9 here, as he gives good pressure on the opposing back lines for Mount Pleasant. Good running off the ball as well to create spaces for oncoming players as Bradford comes inside the box but can't get a proper delivery on that one. And corner kick is the verdict here. Yes, so saying of Edwards, although he might not be scoring, making a lot of runs that create spaces for other players to occupy that number 9 space. And that's always difficult to track as this corner kick comes across, heads go up. But Molynes should be able, as Brown now under challenge from Harvey does well. And he's now motoring up the right-hand side, knocks it inside to Peter McGregor, but Harvey cuts him down, but ball with Brown. So referee says play on, comes across to Davis. Davis skips over the ball. Still Davis wants to chip it inside, and just sticking out the leg there is Dyer, and the player goes to the turf. Maybe because 2 penalties have already been given in this game, thinking that another one will be given as the counter-attack is on now, but Davis can't get by Nicochet Murray, and that attack breaks down. So the counter was on. Davis, Kimoni Bailey maybe took a touch too much, and as such, he allowed Nicochet Murray just to block him out there, just to post up on him, and he couldn't get by as Livingston, who scored the first goal in this game, chips this one inside. McCullough can clear easily, comes as far as to Bailey. Now Nicholas Nelson, 3 players going to the turf, including Nelson, and referee says infringement near Nelson, hanging on to his ankle, but time will tell how serious that injury is, as he's already back on his feet and ready to play. Here is heavily strapped right knee there, as this ball played now with Ming. Back inside to Dyer. So Mount Pleasant here, they're in white. Molynes, of course, in yellow. And Mount Pleasant are kicking from right to left, as Davis now recovers. So Mount for Molynes, chips it across for the run off. And he's trying to get inside there, but can't get by the man Gordon, so he plays it inside. Now McCullough will boot this one away. Now, again, here comes Molynes inside. Can't get through that Mount Pleasant midfield. And Molynes will take the throw here. Fans requesting a change. Not sure who they want to come off, but Mount Pleasant now just trying to calm down things. Here is Bradford, plays this one inside for Nickel. Cheeky little back heel inside the box. Can he shoot? Yes! And that is 4-2. The far post was gaping. He said, thank you very much. Scored one off the head in the first half. And now calmly slots that one past Denali in goal for his second of the match, Shaquille Bradford. And gives Mount Pleasant, put some daylight here between Mount Pleasant and Molynes. It's Molynes 2, Mount Pleasant 4. Shaquille Bradford there, as we see on the replay. Nice cheeky back heel there from Nelson for the assist. Straight through the legs of Denali into the back post. And 4-2. Mount Pleasant re-establish a 2-goal lead here. And goals galore in this fixture, as we see a player making his way to the touch line. Coaches, Mount Pleasant coaches, a player looks to be Daxley, which is more a defensive change. So already shoring up things. We'll wait to see what the substitution is in terms of who will be coming out. But Daxley getting ready to enter the field of play as infringement there. Player trying to go forward, Bradford, and he was cut down there. No card from the referee, and just waiting to see the substitution. Bailey went over to the line. Not sure if he's the one who will be coming out, as ball now with Irving, who does have some good crosses. This one though, not one of them, as he tried to boot this one to the back post. So we take the substitution now. Daxley coming in, and the man Alwyn Harvey. So like for like here, just freshen up that number 6/number 8 role. McCullough playing as the number 6. By number 6, that central defensive midfield position, just in front of the back 4. And at times, with a 3-man midfield, teams will play 6 and 8. The 8 is the box-to-box midfielder, goes from box to box, while the number 10 is the central attacking midfielder, the creative one, does less defensive work than the number 6 and the number 8. So, yellow card shown here to player looks to be Gordon for that tackle on Daxley, who just arrived. So pretty much welcome to the game, Daxley, as number 9, the player receiving the yellow card from Molynes, Wilson. And just the studs there as he went into the challenge, and referee did not like that. And that is literally the first taste of action. He came above the ball, and Perry now, referee being told that it should be a red card, that the color of the card should change. He's now going to consult with his assistant, and it seems as if they are sticking with the decision to award to show a yellow card. So we were saying that when the midfield is aligned like that, at times teams will play with 2 number 6s. So The defensive midfielders staying side by side as there's a consultation now. So still not out of the woods yet, the man Wilson, because the referees now are having a consultation as to whether or not the offense or that challenge should be more than just a yellow card. Don't see any action. We don't have VAR here. So here comes Perry, not sure what that signal means. He's coming across towards the center circle. I think he just wants to restart play. Not sure that anything is going to happen here. So the game continues. So much ado about nothing as ball now played and Irving just boots that one upfield. Ball now. It's a throw in to Molynes. Here's one inside. And Wilson now on the receiving end of a challenge from McCullough. And referee Perry says, yes, I am a fair referee. So if you are fouled, I will give you the call. As Edwards doing everything to stop play from continuing and should be careful that he doesn't go into the books. Here is McGregor now to Murray. Murray wants to send him up the line, but too much on the pass there. And as we take a shot at the fans who vociferous fans here, and this is the faithful support of Mount Pleasant. Every game we see you at our matches and we salute you, Mount Pleasant Football Academy. We salute you, our fans. You're getting a shot of the loyalists. Every game they are here with us, and we just want to big them up as they enjoy the action here. Even more so than last week. Last week they were seeing their team lose for the first time in 14 outings this week. In a good position midway the second half here, leading by 4-2 as Irving lines up to take this free kick. Over the top comes to Nelson, who just miscued there. Was wondering what I wanted to call it, but just miscued. So foot going under the ball, a spinning ball, so the ball like a back spin. So nothing really, couldn't even count as a shot, but an attempted shot nonetheless, as Denali just correcting where the ball goes as he plays this one now upfield. Cut out by Daxley. Ball comes inside. And they just continue to. Here comes a yellow card. Who's the player here? It's not Dixon. It's not Wilson, rather. So, yellow card shown there to the man. Looking for his number on our sheet. But looks to have just come onto the pitch as well. And yellow card to Cooper, the man, Carlos Cooper. Here now is the ball chipped over the top. Denali comes, but doesn't get the ball. Here is Edwards, plays it back inside. Could be a goal, but no. And still Mount Pleasant with a chance. Can they get it? Comes to the feet of Kimoni Bailey, but can't sort out his legs there. And Molynes clear their lines. Good chance there. More than one bites of the cherry, but just couldn't get that final connection to get it goalward. And Molynes in the end did well to thwart that attack, because going down 5-2 right now would definitely look to be curtains for the team who is struggling for points. Winless in their last 3 after going 5 games without defeat. And that is the nature of this league, how quickly fortunes can change, especially those teams at the lower parts of the table. Here is Edwards now. Boots this one across, trying to get the run off Bailey. Good ball in the end. Here's Bailey now at the edge of the D. Plays it inside, but the cross too close to Denali, who did well to grasp and start the action here. Ball comes across, trying to get Livingston going. Not seeing much of him in the second half as we did in the first. And Shaquan Davis will collect. And no rush, no fuss. As Mount Pleasant now comfortable in a 4-2 lead here as Davis boots this one over on the far side. And Molynes will watch that one going out. Denali now to restart. So you're watching, as we said, Mount Pleasant FA TV. Welcome. Remember to like, to subscribe, to share, click the notification bell. We offer you highlights on game day, and then we upload the full matches for you to go back and watch at your leisure on this channel. This is the home of Mount Pleasant Football Academy, and all things Mount Pleasant, you get them here as Daxley now goes diagonal with this ball, trying to get Bradford. Keeps it in play, but only to play it at the feet of Molynes player here. And now he's tackled there, but the referee says the infringement is against the Molynes player, as Gordon had played that one inside. So here comes Shaquan Davis. So it was Molynes who opened the scoring through Livingston. Then we got the equalizer from Shaquille Bradford. Mount Pleasant went ahead 2-1 through Yvonne Bailey. Then 3-1, penalty by Nicholas Nelson. Pegged back 3-2, Peter McGregor in the 42nd minute, as we see Jason Wright, the substitute, just getting one on goal there, but nothing doing. Here is McCullough. Back across, player down the pitch. Referee has not yet made the call, as Bailey now inside to Shaquille Dyer. Dyer now. We're at the Waterhouse Mini Stadium here in Kingston, Jamaica, just off the Washington Boulevard in the vicinity of Pembroke Hall or Washington Gardens. And it's good conditions here, windy, not too much sun, as this ball played over the top, but Nelson can't make a clean connection, but he gives up the ball there. Denali did well to recover, still Nelson with the ball. Goalkeeper made a mistake there, and it comes now to Edwards. Good block there again by the Molynes team, and fans thought that was a goal, but nothing there. And free kick awarded by the referee. And here comes Brown now on the ball. Is the game restart? Okay, so the referee looks to the bench for some substitutions here. So number 19, Nelson, off. And coming on looks to be Shamar Smith, the man from Montego Bay United, came over in January. And Kivoni Bailey also coming out, and coming in is Alex Marshall. So two substitutions here in the 70th minute of play. Nelson out and Smith in, and Kimoni Bailey out and Alex Marshall in as we continue the action. Alex Marshall just being ushered back in, had a long layoff due to injury, came over from Portmore United in the summer, did surgery, did his rehabilitation, and is slowly coming back. And for those who don't know what Alex Marshall can give you in form, one of the deadliest wingers in the island, dominated at the schoolboy level and wants to assert himself here at the senior level. Was in Canada for a minute in the Canadian Soccer League, but came back with Portmore United and now at Mount Pleasant. Here is ball inside. Bradford comes across to Edwards, cut out now by McCullough. Marshall can't make contact, so McCullough will recycle. Comes inside to Irving, who beats this one, but more speculative, imaginative there, and manages only to get it wide off the upright as ball played now inside. And Daxley goes all the way back to Shaquan Davis. So, just want to confirm some substitutions for the Mobe team. Jason Wright came in for Peter McGregor. C. Cooper came in for Nicochet Murray. And S. Dennis, he came in for Devante Davis. Here is ball now to be thrown by Molynes. And Ming will shield that out. And referee Perry says, let's get the business underway. So just petering out at the minute. Mount Pleasant consolidating, leading by 2 goals, comfortable thus far. Poor pass there by Davis, forced Pennycook into a hurried clearance as Brown can't get by Marshall, and belatedly the foul is given as Marshall now lines up a shot, but he cuts inside, goes down on that challenge. Referee says yes. Free kick. Referee says yes. Mr. Perry, some of the calls belatedly, but eventually. So this is a dangerous position, 25 yards, 24 yards from goal. Irving and McCullough, the 2 prime candidates. McCullough closest to the ball. Irving could go with the left, McCullough with the right. Here is McCullough over the top and over the wall, over the top, and just a goal kick there as Denali comes across. Here is no ball, booted, long upfield, not taking any chances there, but can't connect with Jason Wright. He's a shorter player than McGregor, who pose a good aerial threat for the Molynes team. So Molynes would probably need to change their tactics and go more for grounders, because Dyer and Pennycook, excellent defenders in the air as such. Maybe a challenge for Jason Wright as this one comes in now to Gadale Irving with the right foot trying to play Bradford in, but Brown will map up in midfield and knocks it inside to substitute. He's trying to get on the ball, but McCullough will take over here. Still McCullough over on the line there. The man Brown, and the referee says infringement, and free kick there to Molynes, who takes this one quickly. Here is ball inside, cut out by Irving, and Shamor Smith now plays this to Irving, who boots this one upfield. Good ball there one time as Marshall now with his first real touch comes back to Daxley, who goes to Ming. Ming looks across, finds McCullough. McCullough has options left and right. He goes all the way back to Pennycook. Pennycook can't clear the lines and now a lunging challenge inside. Referee says play on as Ming now comes diagonally trying to get Shamor Smith going. Shamor Smith still challenging. High boot there, but won't be able to get past player. So here comes Molynes, boots this one long upfield, headed out. Daxley comes now as far as Marshall, who goes one time to Edwards. Still Marshall twisting and turning. Marshall plays it out now to Smith. Smith will come back to Gadale Irving. Irving now plays this one across back to Shamor Smith. Irving now looks inside for the run. He can see Makala. Yes, turns, shoots. 5-2. Yes, sir. We spoke about Edwards and those runs from the number 9 position. He moved, made the space. Makala occupied the space. Irving saw the run for his second assist of the match. And who else but Captain Fantastic to make it 5-2. He just can't stop scoring. Never got a goal against Harbour View. As we look at the replay here, you will see Marshall goes left. The space now will be occupied as Edwards. Just watch the sequence of play here. Comes to Irving. Edwards goes to the right. So Makala comes inside the space. Good turn and just boots it with the left foot into the far corner there. Same place as Bradford for goal number 4. And this now is becoming more of a mauling as Mount Pleasant make it 5-2. So Molynes 2, Mount Pleasant 5. And this is the 77th minute of play as Mount Pleasant seek to assert themselves. Well, they have asserted themselves and are leading by 5-2. And even though 13 minutes rather left on the clock, it's just about done and dusted. Can't see Molynes scoring 3 or even 4 goals in 13 minutes against this Mount Pleasant team as Daxley inside to Ming, loses out. Jason Wright on the ball now, plays it across. Here is Molynes, chips this one across. Pennycook will cut it out. Daxley comes to Makala. Makala inside to Alex Marshall, who plays this one across to Shamor Smith. Still Smith now cuts inside. Still Smith plays it over on the flank to Marshall. Marshall back looking for Smith. Searching ball. Edwards comes across but can't win it off the Molynes defender as they advance stop the field now. So still Molynes on the ball. Another substitute here as he twists and turns. Plays this one up for the run. And Molynes now trying to just get in the game. They're really down by all of 3 goals in terms of a lead. And the ball slipped inside, but too far away from goal. Diano just pushes him off the ball there. And referee Perry says that's legal as Marshall now through the middle plays this one for the run of Shamor Smith. Smith now has some pace, pushes it past defender there and manages to. So it's a 1v1. Can Smith do something? Good work here by defender just to stand his ground as Alex Marshall, the man plays it inside, cut out again, and foul on Irving. So quite a lot of fouls here in this last part of the game. And the second yellow, it's a second yellow card to T. Wilson. He received the card for the tackle on Daxley. And just like that, that's his second yellow card. And an early shower here for the man, the number 9, from Molynes, as he receives his marching orders from referee Perry. Tyreek Wilson, the man. And depending on which team you are supporting, you would agree or disagree with the call. But one thing is for certain, that he's off after receiving a second yellow card in the 81st minute here. And more misery here. This is rubbing salt into the wound. Already 3 goals down and now a man down against a marauding team who has just freshened up the front line. Bradford himself is going to be substituted as we see Douglas coming in for McCullough and Claver Nugent, another youngster from the academy here, 16 and a half years old, comes in to replace Shaquille Bradford here in the 81st minute as Gadale Irving lines up to take this free kick. So, not looking good for Molynes, neither in the score line nor in the count for players, as Irving now plays this one to the back post, headed away, comes as far as to Marshall, who got too much under that and went into the signboards there. Maybe need a building specialist as he knocked the ball into the signpost for the builders there. Here comes Molynes as we come to the closing stages of this game. Just about 84 minutes gone. Jason Wright was the lead man for Molynes, especially last season, season before. Veteran in this league, good striker on his day, but woefully out of form this season. Has found himself on the bench, and Douglas loses out there as Dyer does well to recover. And ball now chipped forward for the run of Edwards. Edwards now turns to goal. Can he shoot? No. And offside. The call belatedly, but offside there. Edwards just going before the defender as we see young Douglas and Claver Nugent making their way onto the pitch. So lots of academy players being introduced to the piece. The likes of Nolan and Jump were away on national duty with the under-17 team trying to qualify for the under-17 World Cup. Also, Earl Dennis in the mix there. So 3 players from Mount Pleasant in the national under-17 team trying to qualify for the CONCACAF U17 championships, as Douglas now plays this one wide. Looks to be Claver Nugent at the ball. Nugent now just plays this one back to Pennycook. So no problems here for Mount Pleasant. It's easy, like Sunday evening, and it is in fact an easy Sunday evening here at the Jews Land Mini Stadium. Here is Shamor Smith back across to Daxley. Comes now inside to Dyer. Dyer to Douglas. Douglas turns. The youngster, still Douglas, comes back to Daxley. So that's knocking it around side to side as this one now comes to the flank to Nugent. Nugent wants to chip this one inside, trying to get the run of Marshall, cut out by Molynes. Daxley should be, yes, concedes a foul there. Hands all over Jason Wright, and referee Perry says that won't work here. So free kick to Molynes. So just about 86 minutes gone, 4 minutes plus any stoppages. Quite a few stoppages, especially in the second half. We had some tackles, we had some head clashes, but let's see what the referees will do as Ming gets it inside to Daxley. Daxley looks up and finds Douglas. Douglas turns, looks ahead, and uses the space in front of him. Still Douglas on the ball now. Plays it across, headed out by Molynes. Comes now back to Irving, who finds Pennycook. Pennycook might go back to Davis, who controls now in the middle of the pitch. Gets it to Daxley, who back to Pennycook. So just killing off the contest. The scoreline has already established that, but just slowing down possession, just keeping it in the back third. Molynes played from a mid-block, so not pressing high. Not sure why at this stage, because they're already down, but maybe wants to just keep the scoreline where it is. Already not a respectable score, but maybe just following the coach's instructions and just seeing off this game, trying not to concede anymore, as just about 3 minutes plus stoppages left in the piece, as this one now played down to Claver Nugent. Nugent back to Pennycook. Pennycook inside to Ming. Ming now seems to have exchange places with Pennycook. We are seeing him on the right hand side as the ball now inside again to Ming. Comes to Dyer. Dyer to Irving, back to Dyer. Dyer now. Douglas, Davis, Pennycook. So just strolling along here, literally just a stroll to the finish line, which is less than 2 minutes away or just over 2 minutes away. Inside now to Pennycook. Pennycook will find Dyer. Wearing the captain's armband now. Dyer again to Pennycook. Back to Dyer. So all day, all night, just taking the sting out of the game. Here is Douglas. Can't beat the man there. But Douglas does well just to put a body. But now Molynes can come forward. Can they get a third goal? But Irving rather says not yet, as showing now Garden to take inside. Here comes Cooper. Does well to get by two players. Plays now for the run of Jason Wright, but he can't. Blocked out there by Shaquille Dyer. And nothing coming off that. 88 minutes. Do we have any more goals in this contest as the man Marshall now plays this one inside? Edwards could shoot one time, but he comes off the foot of the defender. Still alive here for Mount Pleasant. Comes as far as to Claver Nugent. Nugent now goes on the byline. Can he pull it back? Comes to Marshall. Marshall can shoot for 6. So Mount Pleasant have hit Molynes for 6. Goal number 6 here. Alex Marshall. And the assist for the schoolboy from the Mount Pleasant Academy, Nugent. Edwards will pass to him now. He does well to go by the defender using Edwards as the screen. Cuts it back for Marshall. Good first touch to open the body. And unleash a left foot drive at the front post. Beaten for pace, Denali. And he's flat on his back wondering what is happening today. Well, what is happening is that you are down by 6 goals to 2 with 1 minute left. And Mount Pleasant, large and in charge at Juzan here. And what a response after losing their first game in 14 matches. Molynes 2, Mount Pleasant 6. Alex Marshall with goal number 6 there. Icing on the cake as that goal coming in the 88th minute. So just 2 minutes left and Marshall looks to be in the mood for more. So some of the fans asking for more time. And the fans, the Mount Pleasant fans, always wanting more. And as we approach the dying stages of this game. So this has been, first half was competitive. 2 goals, 5 goals in the match. Mount Pleasant, they had 3 goals, but the second half has been a no contest. 3 unanswered goals from Mount Pleasant. And really a good response after losing to Harbour View, who are at the bottom of the table. And they will make their way up to 64 points with the victory today. Mount Pleasant. And Molynes, based on other results, we will see if they will keep their position or go lower. As really a rat race there, just leading by 2 points off the bottom team in the table. So here is Shamor Smith now, still Smith. Chips this one all the way across to Nugent, who plays a cheeky back pass to Douglas. Nugent now turning on the skills, just feinting, twisting and turning. Comes back to Ming. He comes back to Nugent. Back to Ming. Inside now to Marshall. And that will do a world of confidence for a player coming back from injury to get on the score sheet, start to get that goal scoring groove again. heading into the next fixture versus Humble Lion in Montego Bay, as this ball now comes across to Shamor Smith. Speaking of Montego Bay, the man out of the west comes inside, but Molynes should cut this out with Cooper. Here is Cooper now on the ball, wants to get by Douglas and asking Jason Wright to make a run, but Wright wasn't committed to that run, and nothing happening there as we restart action with Ming. Ming now over on the right side plays this across. Edwards can't control. Molynes will recover as he comes inside now to Garden. So Molynes are man down. The man Dixon, Wilson rather, Tyreek Wilson, receiving a second yellow card in the 81st minute and not doing any favors to his team, who were already trailing by 5 goals to 2 or 2 goals to 5. And Mount Pleasant just throttling this game. It's almost as if they have sedated the game. It's killing it off. And so too says referee Perry, it's the final whistle. And at the end of it, the scoreboard, as you can see on your screens, shows us Molynes FC, the home team, 2. Mount Pleasant FA, the leaders, 6. So after 90 minutes plus stoppages, the score here, Molynes 2, Mount Pleasant 6. And we come with the highlights in what has turned out to be a dominant display by the Mount Pleasant team here at the Jules Mini Stadium after going down 2-1. So action here, this is the first goal in the 15th minute. Livingston at the back post, knocking that one in to give Molynes an early lead. Ball came across to Nelson, who played it back to Irvin. Irvin got it inside, met by the head of Shaquille Bradford to knock it in the back of the net. That in the 28th minute. Now, fast forward to minute 35. Bailey cuts inside for 3-1. That's the score as the penalty now. 2-1 there with Bailey. Now the penalty awarded, as you see, pushed over to the turf there. Bradford and Nelson now about to step up to make it 3-1 to Mount Pleasant. That was still in the first half, and that was in the 38th minute. Molynes would get a penalty of their own. Referee said yes. Peter McGregor stepped up in the 42nd minute to knock it past Shaquan Davis and bring his team within 1 goal of Mount Pleasant. But that was all they would get, because in the second half, we see where Shaquille Bradford gives them the lead 4-2. And that one, he just knocked it through the legs of Denali there in the Molynes goal to make it 4-2 after 54 minutes. Then Captain Fantastic McCullough came across to add his name to the score sheet, just drifting inside there and knocked the ball past the goalkeeper in the 77th minute. And then icing on the cake, minute number 88, Claver Nugent, the youngster, going down the box, cuts back. Alex Marshall opened the body, then unleash a left foot drive to give Molynes that defeat at the hands of Mount Pleasant by 6 goals to 2. And that's all she wrote as we take the interviews
very
from the
good
coaches.
Performance from the team coming off the break, and also that loss at Harbour View. And the team seem well poised today regarding coming from behind and winning by 6 goals to 1. A pleasing performance from you. Tell us about that.
Well, yes, I think it was a pleasing performance. I think the first half we didn't get it right in terms of controlling the game, you know, and to see us conceding 2 goals. The last game we played against Harbour View, we conceded 2 goals. Come this afternoon, we conceded 2 goals again. I think that is a concern for us as a team. But I think overall, the second half we we dominated and get some more goal and went on to win the game.
And this now can put you back on track regarding the momentum that you have. You want to get going again regarding despite that hiccup against Harbour View.
Well, yes, we have put the Harbour View game behind us. You know, we have a lot of players in the international window. You know, they are a bit scared, but not to take anything away. But the work have to continue, and this afternoon we came out here and do what we have to do.
And I think they play at home again the next day, and you want this winning string now to really continue regarding running off a number of victory again, similar like the run that you have.
Again, every game we play we want it to win, and the next game is no different. So again, as I said, this is done and dusted. We look forward to the next one.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Coach, very tough one against the champions here, the leaders. But you took the lead and things was going really well for you. What went wrong after taking the lead early in the first half?
I thought we were really indisciplined today. I thought we never applied ourselves tactically. We really stopped playing at one point, and the opponent, they were doing some rotations and stuff like that, and we never followed our markers, and we allowed them to play, and we conceded, I think, some very soft ones, you know. But nonetheless, the score line is a big one, but I think in parts I would have seen some positives, and I think it's enough to go back and work and fix and come again.
And regarding you, it was 3-2, I think, going into the break. But after the break, it didn't go well regarding that second period.
The goals we conceded, you know, we conceded them at some wrong times, and we're in the game playing, and then out of nothing, I mean, a soft one, you know. But if you're playing against one of the better teams in the competition, the defending champion, and you're not concentrating for long periods, and you're making silly mistakes, you're going to pay for it, and we did just that today.
And you want to rebound from this and shake off this, put this behind you as quick as possible, because you play again when? On Sunday?
On Sunday, yes.
Tell us about that.
But guess what? This would have been the third game we would have been losing from the start of the second round. We would have gone probably about 5 games unbeaten. So, I mean, we never played good today, you know. Nonetheless, you know, we're not going to be throwing them under the bus. The turnaround time is very short. As I said before, there would have been enough positives that I would have seen that we can definitely work on.
So you play away on Sunday?
Right, Sunday, the Cavaliers.
That's another tough one. Tell us, you think that is the game you want to win, to put back some confidence into the camp?
It comes down to how we approach a game. It comes down to our attitude. And if you're playing against the top teams and you're going to be shutting off at key periods or key moments, you're going to lose games. And we definitely lost today because we shut off at some very crucial times when we needed to have probably defended a little bit more stoutly.
Say your name again?
Tremaine Thomas.
You're honest.